NBA Power Rankings 2025-26 season. Top 10 teams after Week 9 as Thunder remain first, Lakers continue to fall, December 23rd. The NBA season is officially heating up, and after 9 weeks of action, the league's hierarchy is starting to take shape. While some teams are surging at just the right time, others are sliding in ways that raise serious long-term questions. As we hit December 23rd, one thing is crystal clear. The Oklahoma City Thunder are still the team to beat, while the Los Angeles Lakers' downward trend is becoming impossible to ignore. Week 9 delivered statement wins, ugly losses, and major movement across the standings. Injuries, schedule difficulty, and late-game execution have all played a role in reshaping expectations. With that in mind, let's break down the top 10 NBA teams after Week 9 and examine who's rising, who's slipping, and who might be fooling everyone. 1. Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder remain firmly planted at number 1, and at this point, it no longer feels like a fluke or early-season mirage. Oklahoma City continues to dominate on both ends of the floor, combining elite perimeter defense with one of the most efficient offenses in the league. Their ability to close games has separated them from the pack, and their depth allows them to survive cold shooting nights without panicking. What truly stands out is their consistency. While other contenders fluctuate week to week, the Thunder show up every night with the same intensity. Until someone proves they can knock them off consistently, Oklahoma City deserves the top spot. 2. Boston Celtics. Boston stays near the top thanks to their balance, spacing, and experience. The Celtics haven't been perfect, but they've handled business against teams they're supposed to beat. Their half-court execution remains elite, and defensively they're still one of the most disciplined teams in basketball. There are moments when Boston settles too much offensively, but their ceiling remains championship high. As long as they stay healthy, the Celtics look like a team built for a deep postseason run. 3. Denver Nuggets. Denver's ranking reflects trust more than dominance. The Nuggets haven't blown teams out consistently, but they continue to win games the hard way. Their chemistry, basketball IQ, and late-game poise keep them among the league's elite even when the margin is slim. The concern is pace and depth, but Denver's experience gives them a cushion in these rankings. Nobody wants to see them in a 7-game series. 4. Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee remains a force, but they've shown vulnerability defensively that wasn't present in previous seasons. Offensively, they can overwhelm teams in stretches, yet defensive lapses have kept opponents hanging around longer than expected. Still, their ability to flip a switch late in games keeps them in the top 5. If they tighten up defensively, Milwaukee could climb higher very quickly. 5. Phoenix Suns. The Suns land at number 5 thanks to their offensive firepower and improved ball movement. When their stars are in rhythm, Phoenix looks nearly unstoppable. However, availability and defensive consistency continue to be question marks. Phoenix's ceiling is undeniable, but until they string together dominant defensive performances, they'll hover just outside the very top tier. 6. Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota has quietly put together one of the league's most impressive stretches. Their defense is suffocating, and their physicality gives elite offenses real problems. While their half-court offense can stall at times, their identity is clear, and it works. The Timberwolves might not generate headlines nightly, but they're becoming a nightmare matchup for contenders. 7. Miami Heat. The Heat remain difficult to rank because they rarely look dominant, yet they almost never look out of control. Miami's discipline, coaching, and toughness keep them competitive regardless of opponent. They don't overwhelm teams with talent, but they execute better than most. Miami stays firmly in the top 10 because they win the games that test mental toughness. 8. Dallas Mavericks. Dallas has flashed brilliance and frustration in equal measure. When their offense clicks, they can outscore anyone. When it doesn't, defensive breakdowns quickly become costly. The Mavericks' ranking reflects their volatility. They're dangerous, but not dependable enough yet to crack the top tier. 9. New York Knicks. The Knicks have been one of the league's most physical and resilient teams. They grind out wins, dominate the glass, and rarely beat themselves. While their offensive ceiling is limited compared to others, their defensive effort keeps them competitive every night. New York isn't flashy, but they're effective. 10. Golden State Warriors. Golden State sneaks into the top 10 based on experience and recent momentum. They've looked far more connected in recent weeks, though inconsistencies still surface. Their ranking reflects belief more than dominance. If they sustain this level of play, they could rise quickly. If not, they're vulnerable to slipping out entirely. Biggest drop, Los Angeles Lakers. The most alarming trend of Week 9 belongs to the Lakers. Once viewed as a fringe contender, Los Angeles continues to slide due to inconsistent effort, defensive breakdowns, and unreliable late-game execution. Even when they control games early, they struggle to close. Injuries and rotation uncertainty haven't helped, but the bigger issue is identity. The Lakers don't consistently know who they are from night to night, and that's a dangerous sign as the season progresses. Until they stabilize defensively and find a reliable closing lineup, the Lakers' fall in the rankings feels justified, and potentially far from over. Final thoughts. After 9 weeks, the NBA landscape is becoming clearer. Oklahoma City has earned its place at the top, while traditional powers are being forced to adapt or fall behind. With the holiday stretch approaching, these rankings could change quickly, but momentum matters. The contenders are separating themselves, the pretenders are being exposed, and the pressure is only increasing. Week 10 promises even more movement, but for now, the Thunder reign supreme, and the Lakers have serious ground to make up.